Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. I appreciate for those who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for your support. And for those who have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel for more videos which will be amazing and having a nice content. Today video I'm going to talk about attachment. What are required, the requirements of attachment, and how can someone be attached to a company and be employed after graduation. Today I'm going to talk about industrial attachment and teaching practice attachment, which is done maybe in a company or a factory, and the teaching practice which is done in the schools, high schools, the polytechnics, and also in the primary level. So when as a student, when you are required to go to attachment, there are two important documents which are required. Like you need to have an admission letter from the school which shows your name, your admission number, and also the duration in which you are required to be attached, but mostly it's 2 to 3 months. That's the duration. And also that letter should have the stamp from the school, and also you shall have the insurance cover, which should, in case of an accident, should cover for your expenses, maybe in paying the hospital bills. Let me start with the industry attachment, which is mostly acquired in companies and in the factories. First, in industry attachment, as a student, you need to be hardworking. Like you should volunteer yourself to do the job assigned by the supervisor, and also you should be disciplined. Like you should follow the rules and the regulations which is required which is given by the supervisor and also by your teachers from the school. In terms of dressing, the dressing code, like you should have a helmet, a dust coat, the gumboots, or the safety boots. And also you shall be able to grasp this concept. Maybe you have asked the question, your supervisor, maybe they were operating a certain machine. You should be able to know how that machine operates, when it is needed, and how it works. So that in case tomorrow you are given and you are being assigned a certain job by a supervisor, you should be able to do it using that particular machine without any kind of supervision or without anyone showing you. And also you should be friendly. This means that you should not quarrel with the teamwork which is in that company or in that factory. You should be able to have the good communication skills. You should be respectful to other people. Like you should, maybe there are so many people in that company or in that factory. Maybe some are learn, maybe some went to school and some not go to school. You should not disrespect those people who not go to school just because you are a student. You have enough content which they don't have. You should humble yourself, gain the knowledge which you require from that site, because the industry attachment is like a student's program which a student takes to learn more from the practical side, all the practical skills. And also while you are in attachment, you should be able to gain more knowledge, because that is the opportunity, or that is the field where at least you will get employed in future after graduation. Maybe the supervisor may be impressed by your actions, how you operate, how disciplined you are, how respectful you are. Maybe in future the supervisor will say, there was someone here who was working for me but was a student and was doing very perfect, I think if we employ him or her, we should go far with her or him. And by doing so, you should have acquired a job opportunity in such a simple way. And also, when you are in a attachment field, should be able to ask questions like maybe something was done. You did not understand how they did it or why they did what they did. At least by asking some questions, by being curious, you should gain more knowledge. And also, may go to the teaching practice field, which applies in primary level, high school level, or maybe in colleges, TTIs, or the polytechnic level. First, as a teacher, you should know how to make a lesson plan, scheme of work, record of work, and all those documents which are required. As a teacher, who is also a student who is in teaching practice in a certain school, you should have a content which you are going to deliver to your students. Like maybe tomorrow you are having a lesson, maybe of, let's say, chemistry, a certain topic. You should prepare adequately. You should have a lesson plan of the duration, which is 40 minutes. You should also maybe you should do more research on that topic. By doing so, you should have gained more knowledge. By the time you are going to deliver the content to the learners, you should not. You should be. It helps you to be confident and courageous to deliver the content because you know you have it. But maybe, and the students will be impressed by your actions and will say, Mr. Somebody or Madam Somebody is a good teacher. And today I gained something new. And also, but you should not be that teacher. You go to class, you still tell until the time is over. That will not bring out a good picture. And also, as a student, maybe you are given a class, maybe let's say a Form 2 class, and the subject you are given, the performance was very poor, like they had a mean of maybe 3 point something. You should be able to put out the strategies on how you should push this mean to be at least 4, 5. And the joy of a teacher is seeing student passing. Maybe the first person or the first student in that class was having 40. You should try, you should use the possible means always to boost the student to at least improve from 40 to maybe 50. Even the principal of that school will be happy and say, we have a teacher who can be able to teach our students well and they can pass the exams well. And the principal can be happy and can gain trust in you in future. And maybe the principal can employ you to teach that subject in that particular school. And also, as a teacher, you should have communication skills when you go to class to teach a certain subject. You should know how to relate with your students. Maybe the students are we have slow learners. We have those students who grasp the concept early. You should have the strategies as to how can I push these students from who are in the lower level so as to perform well. By doing so, everything will be fine. And also you should be disciplined in such a way that as a teacher you know how you should dress, the official dressing code of the teachers. You should dress officially. And also the other thing is that you shall not abuse the students. We have these teachers who go to class and start abusing students simply because they do not perform well. You should encourage the students who are not performing well. You should at least advise them to know the reason as to why they should perform. think that is it about the teaching practice. And also when it comes in terms of cards, exams, all the rats, random assessment test, it depends on how you shall plan yourself, on how you will teach. But as going to attachment to that particular school, try your best to boost the mean of that class. And I think by doing so, maybe the principal will discuss it with the BOM management, and by after graduation you may be the lucky one to maybe the lucky one to be employed in that school. I think